Good morning. It's been quite a while since we've made a video. Lack of content, I guess, and lack of motivation probably. But spraying fungicide on beans today. There's Mighty Jonathan. He's the master sprayer operator. Oh shoot, look at this, boom. It's going a little funky, wonky. So for you farmers, you know exactly what's going on here, but for you non-farmers, this right here is a height sensor. It is basically shooting sonar, I think. It literally makes little clicks, like what a bat would do when he flies around. And that is sending a signal down to the ground. What's going on here is this plant, it's a little breezy this morning, this weed, you can see it moving just a little bit. This weed is blowing just a little bit back and forth, and so that's what's making the boom, this right side boom, go up and down. Pretty amazing technology is. This is an older sprayer. They got some really awesome stuff out now, but see, watch this. I'll show you a little bit of magic. Rise up! Pretty sweet, huh? And it comes back down to where Jonathan's got it set at like 21 inches, something like that, off the beans. Anyway, pretty cool. We got a big load today, 360 acres. That'll probably be all we do because the rest of our beans aren't quite ready yet. But we got 100 left to do of bean spraying, and all of our fungicide will be done. There's a plane going right there, spraying corn on the neighbor. I wish I'd brought my drone, that way I could film the plane and the sprayer here, but I would imagine the plane would not appreciate a drone flying around. But anyway, shut the air off, bleed it out. There's our little bleeder, so Jonathan didn't get sprayed in the face. All right, we'll see you guys here in a little bit. Here goes the plane. Man, I'd like to fly one of those. Welcome back, everybody. I think Luke kind of already beat me to the intro, but that's all right. I'm sure he already said that we're doing a fungicide today, and it's been a little while since we last put something up, but we kind of had a lot going on. We've been on vacation. I was down at Kentucky Lake for a while. Then Matthew and his wife Kashaya had a baby, their first one. Congratulations to them. And then just recently they had like 23 puppies in like the last 10 days. So it's been pretty busy. And then we had a storm go through. We've been cleaning up a bunch of trees and stuff like that. But we're finally getting back into the groove of things. We're on a nice 120 right here, 3/4 mile rows, 15 gallon acre work. So things are going smoothly. We should, I think we've been kind of just bouncing around with the fungicide, a couple days here, and then we'll take a few days off and go back, but I think we're about half done right now. So a few more days and we should be getting this stuff wrapped up, and then it'll be fall equipment prep before we know it. I mentioned earlier, fungicide is a very time-sensitive thing to spray, or at least we kind of think it is. We like to be pretty particular about it, you know. That's why we've kind of been bouncing around, just kind of spraying a couple fields here, a couple fields there as they need, because we like to spray beans right at R3. That means that that first couple pods are about 1/3 of an inch long, anywhere from 1/3, and you could probably get to maybe 5/8 of an inch long when you want to be spraying that. And we obviously do that with our ground rig, and then we have all of our corn sprayed with an airplane, and we pretty much spray 100% of our acres. We're big fans of fungicide. You know, in corn, it really increases standability in adverse conditions. You know, if it gets later on in the season and the corn stalks starting to, it keeps it a little healthier, a little longer, things like that. And with beans, it just makes them a lot more stress-free when it comes to fungal diseases and stuff like that. Edging around that pole wasn't my finest work, but my excuse is that I usually edge around on my right and that was on my left. Oh well. How about a little nerdy math minute with Jonathan? I said earlier, you know, that the co-ops charge, I don't know, anywhere from $6 to $8 an acre just for application fee for a sprayer. So let's call that an average of $7, and then these numbers I'm going to use aren't relative to our farming operation, just something I thought was a pretty good average. But we'll do $7, and then if you go over, you know, your operation a few times or a couple times or whatever, we'll just call that, I don't know, 6,500 acres. So let's do 7 times 6,500 acres total in a year. That's $45,500 that you're paying somebody else to drive over your acreage pretty much. So let's say you have a $200,000 sprayer, divide that by 45,500, that's about just over 4 years. So you could, and I don't really know what a payment on a sprayer like that would be, but you could have a $200,000 sprayer, which is a pretty decent sprayer, paid off in 4 years if you really wanted to. And you know, it's not always about cost savings, but you know, you will get you do save on a chemical, even though if you use the co-op's chemical and stuff that's not necessarily shipped to your farm or anything like that. But between cost savings like that just for application, and then being able to go out there and spray whenever you want, you know, if you call up your co-op and say, hey, I need X amount of acres sprayed, you know, they can't do anything about it, but they're just going to go out and do that all at one time, even though if it's not all quite ready. So that's just a couple of pros that we like about having our own sprayer, and then maybe that can give you guys something to think about if any of you guys are thinking about getting in the spraying game yourself. rows like to be in big fields and have long rows. This is my third 100+ acre field of the day, which some of you guys might not seem like a whole lot, especially out west, but around here I'd say the average field size is maybe 80 acres, this part of the state at least. I can finally feel like I can recline and stretch out a little bit. All I need is some foot pegs or something. But I think this is all we're going to be doing for today until we get a few more fields ready to go. I think we've done 480, 500 acres a day. But maybe a little shorter video today for you guys, but I appreciate you guys tuning in, and we'll catch you on the next one.